When President Trump picked Alaska as a location for his summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin, the location sent a message which said a savvy deal was in the works. The United States had purchased the location from Russia in 1867 for about 2 cents an acre. So what happened in the meeting, and did both leaders get what they wanted? Let's try and unpack the short summit. Before Trump came to power for a second term, he vowed to finish the Russia-Ukraine war within 24 hours. Time and again, the president said that the war would not have happened on his watch. The president endorsed himself as a peacemaker, and even before meeting Putin, he claimed that his summit was focused on saving a lot of lives.
What will make a success of this summit today?
But I want to see a ceasefire rapidly. I don't know if it's going to be today, but I'm not going to be happy if it's not today. Everyone said it can't be today, but I'm just saying I want the killing to stop. I'm in this to stop the killing.
Russian President Vladimir Putin received a red carpet welcome, a leader who has been ostracized by the West for decades, stepping on U.S. soil after 10 years. Putin was welcomed by American fighter jets and a ride in the Beast, Donald Trump's armored car. The closed-door meeting lasted for over 2 hours, but in their brief joint appearance, both leaders alluded from making any definitive statements about the areas of agreement and disagreement. However, they went on to say that they are making headway to a peaceful path.
I would like to thank Mr. Trump for our joint work, for the friendly and trusting tone of the conversation. The main thing is that both sides were committed to the result.
Despite the fact that the meeting took place on U.S. soil, President Trump allowed President Putin to speak first at their joint appearance. The Russian leader used the opportunity to offer his own view of the conflict in Ukraine and what he claimed were the root causes of Russia's invasion.
But at the same time, we are convinced that for the Ukrainian settlement to be sustainable and long-term, all the root causes of the crisis, which have been discussed repeatedly, must be eliminated. All of Russia's legitimate concerns must be taken into account, and a fair balance in the security sphere in Europe and the world as a whole must be restored.
Putin departed from the United States without making any major concessions, while maintaining a warm rapport with Mr. Trump. Putin even invited Trump to hold their next meeting in Moscow.
Again, Mr. President, I'd like to thank you very much, and we'll speak to you very soon and probably see you again very soon. Thank you very much, Vladimir.
Next time in Moscow.
While many welcomed Trump's summit with Putin, others expressed their disappointment over the results. Trump had gone into the summit saying there was a 25% chance that the summit would fail and that it was meant to be a fill-out meeting. But he had also floated the idea of bringing Zelensky to Alaska for a subsequent three-way meeting if things went well. At the moment, it is unclear whether a trilateral meeting is on the cards. Mr. Volodymyr Omelian is a former major of armed forces of Ukraine. He is also a politician. He is also a former minister of infrastructure of Ukraine between the years 2016 and 2019. He is now joining us live from Kyiv. Mr. Omelian, thanks very much for your time. The world watched as the much-touted meeting between President Trump and Putin in Alaska took place. A lot of varied reactions, some saying it was an anticlimax and disappointing. What are Ukrainians saying about the mini-summit?
Definitely, we are very much unhappy with what was going on in Alaska, because in our view, Putin is a terrorist and invader who ruined the peace in Europe and destroyed a big part of Ukraine and killed a lot of Ukrainians. And for leader of superpower number one in the world, it's not appropriate to shake hands with such a bloody murder. But in my private opinion, I think that we all should be less emotional and talk truth. The truth is that nothing happened yesterday. There is no possibility to have a deal as it was done in Munich in 1938 or in Yalta to divide the world. Nobody has the power in 21st century to decide what's going to happen with other countries. And it's good news because if it happens with Ukraine today, next day Russia and China can talk to the United States to divide India or to do something with other great Asian nations. We shall not accept it at all. Secondly, no change at the battlefield because war is ongoing and it's all about capacity of our army to withstand Russian attacks, and we do it. Because great dream of Putin was to occupy whole Ukraine.
Mr. O'Million, sorry to interrupt you, but we seem to have a problem with your connection. But as we try to fix that connection, let me ask you this. There's a possibility of a trilateral meeting between Putin, Zelensky and Trump, and the US President and Zelensky say a ceasefire is off the table, a real peace agreement is needed. How do you think this trilateral meeting is going to turn out? Are you betting on it?
It's very difficult to say because we tried many times in Russia to have peace in the past, but Russia always cheated and lied to us and started another war. We didn't start this war, so Russia has to stop it. We are ready to negotiate. When ceasefire takes place, and we negotiate it not in, under the cannons or airstrikes, but in normal environment.
All right, Mr. O'Million, I didn't quite get what you said in the last moment because your connection was very bad. Could you please repeat it?
Times with Russia, but it's all about Russia to stop this war. We didn't invade Russian Federation. They are on our territory.
All right, Mr. O'Million, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much for your time and for talking to WION World is One today.
Thank you.